Welcome everyone to the 8th plot. We're back. We're doing this video again, and I'm here with Ben and Scott.
What a wonderful day!
What a wonderful day!
Indeed.
What a wonderful! I ever since I saw the trailer for the film we're about to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Spoiler alert!
I find myself saying "what a wonderful day" at very weird points during the day. It just feels really good to say "what a wonderful day."
It is.
Apes together, strong.
Except wouldn't you have to change that since you're not an ape?
True. Humans together.
Conspiracy.
strong.
Mark's actually an ape.
I'm actually. Well, we never had video of this podcast.
No.
So it's true.
You guys don't actually know if
I'm
this
ginger,
is actually
so
Mark.
I'm ginger, so I'm
How
actually
do you
an
know this
orangutan.
is an AI? We'll never know.
Right,
What a wonderful day!
that should prove that we're not an AI. I don't think there's an AI on the planet that would do that. If you haven't guessed the film we're doing today,
Or do, guess now in the comments.
Yep, guess in the comments. You have 5 seconds or forever if you pause
Idiots,
the
you've
video.
already seen the title.
Either way, we're doing King Kong. No,
No,
sorry,
you-
that's a
you
different ape.
fool!
That's a different ape film. I'm sorry. We're doing
Kong.
we're doing Rampage. No, that's another ape film that came out fairly recently.
I hate this.
I can't think of a third option. So we're doing, as you have noticed from the thumbnail, the Planet of the Apes series, the reboot series. We're not going back to the very weird and wonderful original series that came out
With
of
those
6
damn
films.
dirty apes.
We're going to get cancelled for that. That was above. That was beyond the past, Scott. You can't say stuff like that.
I apologise to all ape creatures out there.
Especially the ones that can rip your arms off,
I can take
which is
it.
all of them, I think. I don't think you could take a chimpanzee. Could you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Right.
Baby one.
A baby.
I would be able to defeat an infant.
Punting it over with a
It's
gun.
true.
To see the
We do not endorse animal cruelty of any kind here on this channel
Yet.
and in this video.
However, Scott's plans might. So,
Might involve.
disclaimer for those who get triggered at those.
So, we're back. It's been a while. I guess, as always, I've forgotten the format of our What If
What a fool.
videos a little bit, but I believe we start with, what are your thoughts? And...
No. We
What?
have to introduce the characters first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So they have
see,
something to look at whilst we
absolutely.
blabber away.
That's absolutely true. I thought, it's been a while, and I have forgotten.
We
the format.
apologise for the length of time it has been.
I can just completely cut this bit out. I won't, because it might be the funniest part of the whole show. I don't know, so I have to leave it in.
It's all down here from here, folks.
But as always, we all take a personality, or if we decide to do something good or bad, as we imagine ourselves, what if we were thrown into this universe? We do have our characters that represent us. Scott and Ben, at different points, will be, I guess, represented by clearly the only good character in the entire. Well, not the only, but one of the best. Certainly the best.
Science.
Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar. Caesar.
It's a different pronunciation.
Caesar is clearly the bad guy, and the one we all love.
Hey? Caesar's a bad guy.
Caesar's the good guy.
So why'd you say bad guy?
Did I say bad
You
guy?
just said bad guy.
He's the good guy. I want to be clear. I misspoke. He is the good guy.
And yet the photo that we're using of him, he is donning a skeleton costume.
He is at his most coolest.
Would...
I think so.
Okay.
That's intimidating. I go with it.
Okay.
He's cooler without clothes on than with clothes on.
Does he wear clothes at any point? Oh yeah, he does wear clothes.
For the first half hour of the film.
He's better without the
most of it,
clothes.
actually.
I feel.
That's true. I
Anyway,
apologise.
the bad, it representing like any bad choices we tend to make in this, is represented by this clear bad guy without whom we wouldn't even have a Planet of the Apes.
I think you're vastly wrong on this, Marcus, this pilot guy.
Well, he's the one who spread the disease
No,
around the entire
no,
planet.
he's not.
That's true. How dare he sneeze and blood and then go on a plane? I mean, like,
Yeah.
how
See,
dare
Ben's
he?
with
No,
me, Scott.
no.
Unless that was sarcastic.
It's
It was slightly sarcastic.
No, but it was his
It
fault.
wasn't his fault.
It
was
was.
a guy who originally got the virus,
That's
who stupidly got his mask put off because he was too incompetent to put it on
No,
properly.
no, he had the mask on properly.
He didn't,
No,
because
no,
it quite clearly
did.
fell off.
Koba, another bad guy, knocked it off. When he went,
accidentally.
yeah, I don't blame Koba for that. I blame him for
Nobody
a lot,
else
but not
mask fell
that.
off.
That's true. James Franco was fine, and the other guy
Yeah, see,
got too close.
Yes, but he was still clearly dripping
And-
blood from his nose or
and
sneezing
then-
blood.
yeah, and he died like a hero in
Yes,
Sunny's
but
flat,
before it
away
affected
from
the
everyone
pilot.
else.
However, he went to see James Franco.
Yeah,
and
see, he didn't mean to get the pilot ill.
You're wrong on so many
Look,
levels,
that
that's
pilot
fine.
was in an airport
No,
going, I'm
no.
bleeding from the nose. I better go to work.
Yes, but as did the guy who sneezed blood originally. So, oh yeah, I'm sneezing blood.
Yeah.
I'll take go see somebody.
Did you see how he looked when he went out into the alleyway?
I agree with you there, but
He should have been quarantined.
in my defence, though, at the end of the
You
first
have no
film,
defence.
there's this graphic which goes from the airport and shows the spread of the virus around the world. It doesn't start at number 12 Acacia Avenue.
No,
or
but
whatever,
it starts
with
in
that guy's
the line
flat.
that starts in America.
No, but it starts at the airport.
No, the line starts in America. Who started it by the buffoon.
No, but it starts
who was
at the
who was-
airport. It's the pilot's fault.
How is it actually transmitted? Was it by
Presumably.
sneezing?
I think
on
it must
people?
be. It must be airborne because it was a
It's
gaseous
a gas that's an
virus.
airborne
So
disease, I imagine.
you have to breathe it in, so it must be airborne.
So this is really oxygen's fault. This is the atmosphere's fault. That's what it is.
I
That's
think
quite a hard line to draw.
that is a higher line to. The oxygen is the enemy. Let's get rid of oxygen. Oh, we all die.
Sure.
Okay.
Or we blame science because science sucks.
Sometimes, I guess.
It was only science that caused this.
Yes.
No
but then
good has come from science
that is another hard line to take.
apart from gravity.
Oh dear,
Because as we all know,
I've fallen over.
gravity
I hope
didn't
medical
exist.
science can help me.
As we all know, gravity didn't exist until Isaac Newton discovered it.
So we were all. That's not. Go back to school. Scott. This is way off the mark.
Anybody with any scientific credibility has left the video now.
Yes, but that's where. But in a sense, a lot of scientific credibility is not in this film at all. It's a science fiction film. I'm pretty sure much of it is.
I apologise, science.
Can't happen.
You're telling me that they haven't cured Alzheimer's because of this film?
No, I'm saying that the film doesn't. The only science part in it is like we've made a cure for Alzheimer's, and we don't really explain how.
No, hang on. It's not the science's fault. It's the guys who's captured the monkey originally thought.
No, it's not their
If we
fault
have
either.
if we have no monkeys or apes, should I say? Apologies, monkeys and apes. Go on, could I get slated in the comments for that? If we didn't capture the apes, none of this would have happened.
But no, that's not true.
It is true.
No,
No, it is true.
no, because the
No, it
science
is.
was done in the lab.
Yes, but
If we didn't catch those apes,
No.
we would have just got other apes, or they would have got squirrels.
so the apes are the real problem here.
No, the apes are just chilling in the jungle, and they're captured by humans and then tested on.
So if I made all apes extinct, none of this would have happened.
Well,
So
that's
That-
true.
That is
Oh no,
quite an endeavour.
No, humans might still have got infected by that virus somewhere along the line
No,
and
'cause they would have
killed
created it.
themselves. No, but they would have because they were
They
creating
ate a
it to
bat.
solve Alzheimer's.
well, too soon, buddy. Too
yeah,
soon.
that's too soon.
I'm just saying.
Bats, Kingdom of the Planet of the Bats doesn't have the same ring to it.
No.
Right, why don't we talk about our overseer?
Yeah, what do we actually think about the film?
Franco.
He's only technically in 2 of the movies.
Eh?
Well, he's in a video on the second film.
Oh, you can't
Does
claim
that
that.
count? Okay, he's in 1 film.
Realistically, like
Which is
the,
why
the only reason
He's our overseer picture right now, as Scott alluded to.
Yeah. The only reason he wasn't in like the 3 sequels
Too expensive.
is because like he's too highbrow and like they couldn't afford
James
him.
Franco?
How dare you?
What did you call yourself earlier? What did you?
A Franconian or something? I don't know.
I think
Frankenstein.
No, you were standing for Franco, is what you
Oh
said.
yeah, Franco Stan or something.
And then I went
Franco,
Frankenstein.
Yes.
And it's actually a Franco Stan.
Mm.
It's someone who appreciates the work of James Franco.
James Franco, this is an official invitation to come join us in this humble
Can you
abode.
imagine?
That would be weird.
Oh, the view count will go
And
through
he's
the
here
roof.
tonight. James Franco. I want to. I'll bet you both right now £1,000 we would never get any highbrow celebrity on this
Done.
video.
Done.
Done.
Wait,
Okay.
on this video specifically.
No, not this video specifically, but
As
on
in
any
just-
ape plot video.
How long in the future?
In perpetuity, because I know it's not going to happen.
Deal.
Deal. I'm shaking hands with Scott and Ben. If we can get a celebrity on this ridiculous YouTube channel, I will
Now,
pay them
What
2,000.
constitutes a
That was my
celebrity?
next question. What constitutes
A-list, at least.
Alright, done.
Oh.
In the same vein of James Franco.
I can
Now,
do that.
does he have to be in this room?
Or
Or her,
if he's
should I say?
on the YouTube video in some fashion. And it's like he's here. We don't just
So
record
he's-
his voice.
so
and
I
have him
can't,
go,
like-
hello everyone. Bye.
So like a video call. Like,
or
minimum.
voice call, doesn't matter.
Okay.
As long as they're
Done.
speaking to us right now.
Okay.
Okay, tangent control. Let's come back to the film.
Whoa,
for
what
1
a throwback.
second. You want a throwback indeed. Right. I believe now that we've gone through the pictures of people talking to imitate
Oh my
that were
goodness, 10
standing in
minutes
front of
later.
us. let's talk about what we thought of the film franchise.
As a whole, I think pretty good. Individually, thought was a bit.
Really? Because my impression is the first three... So, just so we're all clear of what films we're talking about...
We are talking about the new
reboot
one as well.
that started in 2011 with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Although...
They should be the other way around.
I
mean,
like,
that's stupid. I mean, like, who came up with that? Who was on
like,
marketing?
who rises and then Dawn? I don't think that... Like, the Dawn comes and then you get up. that's my thinking. And then there's War for the Planet of the Apes in 2017, and then 7 years later, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which we saw recently and has been released.
And we will be talking about it, so spoiler alert.
I think the first three of that is like a modern day trilogy, like a really good trilogy that the only other one I can think of is like Captain America trilogy from Avengers. That's a solid trilogy. Like the last trilogy I saw that was almost insurmountable was the Lord of the Rings.
Rise
one.
was?
Rise was in 27. No, Rise is 2014.
2014.
They were quite consistent in making them, and then they obviously dropped off for a little bit while because War finishes it off nice and neatly.
And what year was War?
War of the Planet for the Planet of the Apes. Sorry, it's 2017.
Okay.
But I think the first three films hold up quite nicely. They've got a good storyline. They've got good characters. The only fault is they don't have James Franco in the other two. What a mistake that was. And we don't even revisit like his home or anything. Like, that was a good callback.
It does seem a little
But-
bit.
Oh yeah, they do.
When?
In the second one, they
that's
they
where-
camp out in his house
His previous where Caesar used to live.
That's true.
It's where they find the camera and there's a picture
and the photos
and a rehashed.
That's true.
and
unused
the
footage.
window.
Yeah,
I think it was a crime they didn't.
it would have
bring
made
him back
sense
in.
to actually have him in there. Like it would be great if in War he found an old dishevelled James Franco and they had a conversation. They hugged it out, stuff like that. And James Franco gave
Like, can
Caesar
you
his
imagine?
blessing.
No, like you know the back shot when we first see Woody Harrison's head.
Yes,
It's actually James Franco bald, and that is such a plot twist.
that would be an incredible plot twist. And he goes, Caesar. James Frank. I don't know what he was called in the thing. Actually, I'm gonna have to look it up. The character's name. But that would have been a terrible plot twist, but also really good at the same time.
this is
It would have
sick.
been. Did not see that coming. He was called Will. William Rodman.
Nice.
But yeah. So Rise of the Apes, I thought was a pretty good film.
I think Rise is all sequel. Like for some reason, for
Sequel?
all sequels in a good trilogy, they're
You're
usually
talking
actually
about
the
Dawn?
best. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
said
Rise is the first. Yes. See, you're right. Then it's so confusing. Like Dawn, then okay. So Rise is good. Takes a while to get going.
I didn't think so.
Well, the film is fairly okay, and then when the apes start being smart, that's when my interest picked up, and I was like, yeah,
I think that's what everyone was waiting
kill all
for. Though.
humans.
Didn't we have the guy from Harry Potter in that?
Frank.
Elijah Wood.
What? No, Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy.
Or the actor that plays Draco Malfoy,
yeah.
I should say. Not actually Draco Malfoy.
God.
That would have been great, though, if it was actually Draco Malfoy. I was
Expelliarmus!
kicked out of Hogwarts, and this is why I'm here. We're looking at
He's looking through the bars at Caesar, and he's like, "What are you looking at, Potter?" And Caesar's just there with like a pot, and he's like,
and a lightning scar on his forehead. And glasses.
It's pretty weird seeing Caesar with clothes on, if I'm honest.
It's not weird at the beginning.
No, it is.
It's weird seeing a chimpanzee in
When you go
clothing
back and
anyway.
watch the first one again, after seeing him not just in ape form, seeing him in
You mean
like
naked?
jean,
Let's just be clear. Ape form. He doesn't wear a costume. I'm wearing an ape suit over my ape
well,
body.
seeing him with like jeans and like a red t-shirt on is pretty strange.
But it's weird seeing chimps like that anyway.
It's true.
Chimps tea party is weird.
What?
Dressed in... Yeah, have you never seen a chimps... Have you never watched the old PG Tips advert?
vaguely, yeah.
Oh, I'm so old. And you guys are so young.
Other tea brands are available.
You have to get
It's
that in
back.
there. It's back. Every catchphrase is back.
Not a sponsor.
So you've talked about your feelings about Rise and Dawn and
I'm
War.
not the person speaking about Dawn.
Me personally, I would say that the trilogy and quadrilogy as a whole, they're decent films, but I wouldn't go back and watch them individually, like on my own. I think they're more they're more social films. So I'd watch them with my friends, like have a laugh, and like they're ones that you don't have to think about too much, but you can just chat while you go, and like you don't have to go too deep into them because like let's be honest, they're not masterpieces, but but you can enjoy them.
Okay, that's fair. I disagree, but it's fair.
Thank you. Thank you for validating my opinion.
Of course, Ben.
Obviously, validating people's opinions.
I think War is a hard rewatch because it's fairly dark and grim, and
though it does have one of my favourite characters in
the
What,
Bad
Caesar?
Ape.
No, not Caesar.
Caesar's
Bad Ape?
in all 4 of them.
No. Caesar is not in all 4 of them.
Yeah, he is.
He's in.
He don't know, his
he's
body
in one
is-
scene. In
Oh, by the way, spoiler
Yeah, he's
alert.
still in there.
Spoiler alert for
no,
Kingdom of the
that
Planet of the
stupid
Apes.
little monkey, stupid little
Bad
ape.
Ape.
Is it
That's
Bad-
what it's called.
Bad Ape?
Yeah,
Oh, he's the best.
he's the. I did like that ape.
Just
Do you
so-
remember this ape?
just such a nervous
sort of-
The
disposition
guy
about
with
him.
the beanie and
Yeah.
the gilet, yeah.
Yeah, Chile. What is a Chile anyway?
A gilet.
A gilet. What is
It's
that?
It's a vest without
body
sleeves.
warmer.
It's French.
Oh, pointless.
What? No.
What? Your arms are getting cold.
That's
Pointless.
not the point. It's like a summer kind of jumper.
Here's a picture of a
Jump
gilet
up.
for you if you don't know those, for those at home.
Oh yeah, I have one.
Whoa,
It's
what a
pointless.
graphic!
It's a
It's
fashion
a
statement.
summer jacket.
It's a summer jacket.
For goodness sake.
It's so hot, my arms need to be cool. Why wear it over a t-shirt?
Or, no, you'd like wear it. Yeah.
Tangent control. We're not talking about gilets.
Welcome to what if we're talking about what if gilets.
What if French clothing?
But he's just got such a. Like,
It would
a
give
ner-
us an excuse to do French accents, which would be fun.
I don't think it would be.
No.
Alright,
It'd be
well.
vastly offensive.
Okay, I apologise to all French people everywhere.
I don't.
Like and subscribe. Please.
Bad Ape has just got such a nervous disposition about him. Just funny.
You see, my favourite character is the orangutan, but I love orangutan.
Yeah, but he looks stupid. I mean, like, what is this bit that's on the side of the face?
They're the dominant flaps that
Looks like a-
They
orangutans
look
do.
They
ridiculous.
look like
I
a
think
walking
they look great.
dartboard.
Orangutans look ridiculous in these films. And
Here's a
they look
dartboard,
they
and here's
look-
an orangutan. There's no difference.
A dartboard?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Got a
about?
round face like a dartboard.
Oh, I see. But orangutans don't have numbers etched onto their faces.
Not yet.
Not yet. Evolution will take care of that in the future.
Exactly.
I take it back. My favourite character is actually Buck,
The gorilla.
the big gorilla that dies in the
Yeah.
first one.
That was sad.
Though to be fair, I didn't realise he died.
What did you
I
notice?
was
though?
calling Buck. I was saying Buck's name throughout the entire of the trilogy.
Did you notice though that in these films they kill a gorilla, or at least one gorilla, in a fairly upsetting way? I think almost all the time. It's like very weird. Like Buck dies in the first film. In the second film, I'm sure there's a gorilla that like gets taken out, but we've apparently been set up to like this gorilla, and he goes. And then in the third one, it's the same situation. He's got another gorilla, like a second buck, and then he dies. And it's like, oh, what's
What
this?
has got against
What is-
gorillas?
What does Planet of the Apes has got against gorillas? Exactly.
And they're these. They look stronger, and so it's more impactful when they die rather than just a chimp.
I don't know. If you killed Bad Ape, I would have cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different kind of cry.
Why would he be called Bad Ape anyway?
However,
Wasn't
no, please.
I don't know.
Well, no, because I was
One
moving.
of you do
I was
something.
moving on from this topic, but you would continue it. So you continue.
It was, I think it was something that he was. Didn't he meet humans and they called him a bad ape or something?
Oh, okay.
And
That
then he
sounds a
just
little
adopted
bit
it
right.
as his name.
That sounds right.
It's like what's his face? The dog in Puss in Boots. The Last Wish.
Pedro.
Where-
Oh, I love that
Yeah,
dog.
where he's called like dumb
Butt
dog,
nugget.
stupid dog.
And
Hey
then,
you, come
then,
here.
Then beep.
Yeah.
That was a
Butt
funny
nugget.
scene.
All right, tangent control.
Control.
We go on.
Here's
Um,
Butt Nugget.
What about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Oh,
In
that's-
some ways, a separate film, but a continuation.
That's the film I had the biggest problem with.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
it just wasn't any good.
You didn't like it?
No,
at all?
it was setting up for something that. It was badly setting up for something else.
You think so? Well, it's probably a new trilogy.
It was setting up. It was badly setting up for a new trilogy where the humans are making a resurgence.
Let's
Well, look at me,
see.
humans are in space now, or whatever.
Well, they haven't.
They
well,
weren't
haven't
going
gone
to
in
space. They were they were
Commuting.
reinstating
Commuting.
community.
They're commuting from space.
They were reinstating communication with other humans.
You see, I thought that was okay because they didn't introduce any sci-fi mumbo jumbo nonsense into it. If you've ever seen the old Planet of the Apes films, you will know that the sci-fi weirdness goes off the rails.
Yep.
Because in the second film, the remaining humans are all bald with black veins in their giant brains, and they can put telepathic signals into the apes' brains to keep them away, and they worship an unexploded nuclear bomb. It's weird.
Nice.
I mean, it's cool. It's weird.
Although it just wasn't, I don't know, as good as I was hoping it to be.
It is.
Like, Caesar is quickly forgotten, and it's like...
Well, no, Caesar was the crux of the whole film.
He was like Proxima Caesar, having named himself thus, is what's he called? He's using the memory of Caesar, which presumably sticks around with all apes, except for the other tribe of apes, the main tribe, and says, I've turned his teachings into my own power grab.
So we have one ape that still respects Caesar.
And
there was only one.
The orangutan with the council of Caesar or something, who follow his teachings to the letter, and there are a few that remember, but then actually, like, I was confused as to how long it's actually been, because it said
300 years according to Wikipedia.
300 years.
It's been 300 years
then
since the time of Caesar.
Why was there an ape that looked exactly like Rocket? And why did the gorilla in the fourth film look like the gorilla from the third film?
I think it's because it's cheaper.
How dare you, sacrilege!
No, but reusing CGI is the easiest way to do it.
How dare they?
I don't know, it just wasn't... I didn't feel like it's a great film.
It
has its flaws.
I don't think it's as great as the other three. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and they did seem to be suggesting at some very interesting the girl in it, the only main human character in it. She's very
the scientist on the boat.
Oh yeah, he's kind of like, I don't care really about him too much, but she's very interesting. Like I can't tell if she's evil or good. But that's the dynamic they're going for.
I didn't really understand the different cults that have been created within this ape universe of like, oh yeah, we're eagles now. What do apes have anything to do with eagles?
Well, no, but it's falconry, which is a progression of. That's actually a
ridiculous. That's what it is.
No, it's a civilization progression, because falconry is very important to many cultures over the world because we used it for hunting.
I'm not on board.
But it would have been better.
And then we've got another cult by the sea with this vault. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's Proxima's kingdom. That's cult. The kingdom,
and that's the most apes, I think.
I think there could have been more seeing other culture, not just the eagle culture. There should have been like Avatar: The Last Airbender, not Airbender. Avatar, the Blue People film, where there's like one who like the ones who like ocean, the ones who like trees, the one who like deserts, whatever. Then like that should have, because then it sort of gives Proxima something to conquer and build his kingdom out of. Like, we should have seen more that he could have taken. And that would have lent more to because the kingdom is just, here's my kingdom, and it's a beach party. And yeah, it's just that. They kind of do that with the drums, but it's like, this is it. It's like in Age of Ultron, where you go, welcome to the Age of Ultron, it's been 5 days. It's an age. We just call it like a short half-term break of Ultron. You know, that
spring break. Woo!
Spring break of Ultron. But that's why you need to. I think the kingdom thing didn't work. That title doesn't work so well because that's not kingdom.
Speaking of titles, it was a long title compared to the rest of them.
It is a very long titled series.
It's getting longer each time.
I mean, they could have, if you were rebooting it, why didn't you just call it? Well, it's not Planet of the Apes, is it? So you have to dawn it and then rise and then dawn the Planet of the Apes. So Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes.
Kingdom of the Planet.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Scott, you were saying, where are they going to go title-wise?
Well, the only next logical step is Democratic People's Republic of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Going for the longest title ever.
And then,
I mean, what could they actually call the next one if they're not going to go for Kingdom?
Empire.
I suppose they have to go bigger, don't they?
Well, you'd think that like they'd eventually go with Fall of the Planet of the Apes.
Fall.
Oh,
I see what you mean.
FAW.
So or Sunset of the Planet.
Sunset of the Planet of the Apes.
in reference to Dawn.
Yes, that's true. Twilight of the Planet of the Apes.
Vampire monkeys.
Hold that thought. We'll come back to that later.
Vampire apes. I keep saying monkeys. I mean apes.
Yeah, like.
They're all just saying the same to you.
Boy, am I in trouble now.
You are in trouble. Especially among... There's probably a word for people who study...
Zoologists.
Zoologists, yeah. Comment, zoologists, please.
Apologists.
Apologists. Fine. If you were to rate the entire series, how many stars would you do it? That's the whole all 4 films.
Why not?
Chainsaws then.
Why not bananas?
I was ready for out of 10. I had a number.
Bananas. No, that seems probably off as well.
How many bananas is the maximum amount?
10.
Hang on.
I thought it was out of 10.
In all these films.
And yet stars is 5.
I don't make the rules. Okay, what are we talking about? I do make the rules. This is my channel. Okay, let's go with...
I want to
out of 8 bananas.
Out of
I
8
want to stay
bananas.
with the bananas. I want to. Out of all these films, I don't think we see an ape eat a banana once.
Maybe in the first film
That's a
there is.
stereotype.
Where are the bananas? Give them the apes their bananas.
Do apes even like bananas? I feel like this is one of those, like... It's the way, like, Bugs Bunny is always eating carrots, but actually carrots...
Rabbits
harm.
love carrots.
No, they don't. They hate them, apparently.
I love them.
No.
I've seen bunnies
You
eat
telling me?
carrots.
I'm telling you.
Out of all the rabbits that I've had in my lifetime, the carrots that I've fed, force-fed, in fact, they haven't enjoyed it.
Eat it, bunny, eat it!
The clue there is forced fed. Open your mouth, Cuddles. So, yeah, I believe, and I'm actually looking at it now.
Hang on. Tangent control.
The occasional treat in small amounts, but they don't naturally eat root vegetables, rabbits. So that's why. So I don't think
you're supposed to be looking at apes and bananas, not rabbits.
I'm just saying it's a. I think that apes and bananas are like cliche and aren't actually true. I mean, do they encounter bananas all that much in the wild?
Presumably, yeah. Like the ones that the tribe that live in the Amazon. Yes.
The tribe. Apes do eat bananas,
Boom.
but they are
Nailed it.
in the wild.
No,
in the wild, apes rarely encounter bananas because bananas are domesticated fruit.
and yet they love them.
Domesticated fruit. You put them on leaves,
And yet they love
you take
them.
them to the park. Apes in contact with humans enthusiastically consume bananas when they get the chance. So they do like bananas.
Chocolate is not a naturally occurring product, but yeah, humans love it. So
That's different because humans made it.
But also, we have this very bitter nut, and we add milk and sugar to it until it's palatable. Is that really the same thing as liking chocolate? I don't think it is.
Well, that's your opinion.
That is my opinion.
Okay, what would we do?
Okay, out of 10...
Oh, is that what we're doing?
How would we doing?
Out of 10 cobras... No.
No.
Wait,
that
what? No.
10 sticks. 10 sticks, because they get their sticks together and they go apes together strong.
Oh,
How
I love
many
it.
sticks would you have to?
Yes.
Would you hold?
Yeah, how many sticks would you hold in your hand as a rating out of 10?
Oh, I like this.
So 6.
So 6. So
Yeah.
apes together strong, but there's only 6 sticks in there.
One stick breaks if you try to break it, but it does.
So 5.5.
So for the greater good.
Without the fourth film, 7. With the fourth film, 6.
See, I would go without the fourth film, 9. And then with the fourth film brings it down to a 7, I would have said.
Goodness me.
I think the trilogy that they made is like... It's like Lord of the Rings style. It's like Godfather level. It's
Planet of the Apes.
It's like
on
Indiana
level
Jones.
Blasphemy!
with Lord of the Rings.
I love it. I love these
Oh
apes
my
talking. I love the humans
goodness.
going down.
But they largely don't talk in these 3 films.
But I even like
We
this. I
delve
like
into
this.
the psyche of
I love
Mark
their
on
sign
this
language.
channel.
I've been trying to learn sign language myself. It's great
You're
fun
not
to
supposed
use
to
your
have
hands.
it like this.
Yeah, okay, but
The viewers at home can't see what you're doing.
I know. So you just have to assume at home that I'm really good at this.
From now on, like the apes, you're talking nothing but sound language.
But I just love.
Sound
I just love.
language.
Yeah.
I love them, and that brings us on. I think that's our review.
Yes.
You would recommend though worth seeing.
Sure.
With your friends in a marathon.
Yes.
I would recommend you just watch it, and then I think
Bring your
I think the
friends, bring your
trailer.
family.
I think the films are great.
Bring strangers.
It's not too out there sci-fi. It works.
Don't bring strangers.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's got one of my favourite actors of all time, and that's Andy,
Franco.
Andy
Franco.
Serkis.
Oh.
You're a
Is he-
Franco fan. I'm a Circus fan. Come on. He literally makes that character so.
Which one?
So well, Caesar is Andy Serkis in mocap. Oh, motion capture. And then there's the other
You see,
actor. I
he's
need to
coming
quickly
back
look.
for Gollum.
Yeah.
They're making a
I
Gollum.
don't,
Oh,
I don't
they're
like
Gollum
that at
film.
all. I don't like that idea.
I'll still watch it though.
Toby
It's funny.
Kebbell did great as Cobra as well. I really
Cobra.
hate Cobra, but that makes him a really good bad guy, if that makes sense. Because you actually kind of like him in the first film.
Cobra.
Nah.
Cobra, no ape.
Ape, not kill ape.
Anyway, There we go. We would recommend it. Though.
Oh my goodness, we've been talking about this for half an hour.
Shut up.
I think it's time to move on to the second
Don't
part.
comment on the time. They don't know.
Let's. So let's don't look at the don't look at the
bar
time
on the
code.
bottom.
Time's an illusion, folks.
So let's move on to why we're actually here, which is to wonder what if we were thrown into this Planet of the Apes universe.
Yes.
Whoa, that was a hard throw.
Yes. Okay. Now, the way I see it, there's two ways that this plays out. You're either a human, and then that human either takes advantage of the situation or makes things worse. But what does make worse in this situation? Like,
what is good in
like
this
which
situation?
side are you on? Actually, let's cover that first.
So hang on. Can we cover the question, what is good in this situation?
I
Is good helping the humans or is good helping the monkeys?
See, the thing is...
Apes! Damn it!
I think that, this is my opinion, that the Planet of the Apes kind of gets you to go, it's good that the apes got their planet and that we had our chance.
But it was never their planet.
The way that the film... I'm going
It's not.
to use some film knowledge here. The way that the film is framed with the apes as the protagonists means that we immediately root for them instinctively. And so... And the humans posed as the antagonists means that we're going to root against them, despite them being our own kind.
Yes. Well, speak for yourself.
Well, that was,
I'm
was
actually an
real-
ape, remember? We established this at the beginning.
Yes, sorry, yes.
Get me a banana. No, I actually hate bananas.
You love bananas.
I don't like bananas, actually.
As we just saw on Wikipedia, you love bananas.
And Wikipedia
Oh, no,
is the
but
fount of all knowledge.
Oh, good point. I'm supposed to be an ape in this. Look, whatever. The point is...
I thought you were James Franco in this situation.
No, I'm Andy
Franco,
Serkis.
Franco.
No, I am. Of
Why
course,
is Andy Serkis?
I'm the James Franco character on screen right now. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
Franco,
The overseer. So anyway, fellas.
Why don't you say James Franco's name when we do that?
No, we won't.
To really get them, really getting on side.
But we would have to do another James Franco series. Well, I suppose we've done Spider-Man, so we can't do that. But I was
127 hours.
Daddy's home.
127 hours.
Yeah.
That'd be a very short episode.
Is it?
That would be a short episode, though. Just don't go there, mate. Saved! And you can take his wallet if you want to take advantage of the situation while he's locked up in the right.
So there you go. Mini what if with another
We
what
should
if.
do a mini what if, just like we should do lots of these mini what ifs. Quickly solve the problem. Anyway, tangent control.
Oh my goodness, another
Okay.
tantrum.
Let's do it like this. You two are thrown into the very first film.
As a ape or human.
Let's go human first. How do you take advantage of the situation?
film.
Also, how do you solve a problem, I guess, the problem of the film?
Can I get a job at the science place?
I would
James
say
Franco works?
you can, but
as a
only
janitor.
as a janitor,
Janitor.
a cleaner.
Okay,
Which would get you access everywhere because you need to clean everywhere.
that's true. What would I do?
So the film starts with Caesar's mother being kidnapped. So in the jungle. So there's presumably a brief period of time which might be enough for you to get a
Is that
job
not-
and stab yourself there.
Can I actually?
Is that not a...
Can I start?
a prequel?
No, it's not. I would say that's the first shot, and then there's a gap, but it's not like a prologue. I would say that scene is part of the film.
Can I start as part of the team that go to capture her?
So, no,
No.
because they're illegal poachers. What are you going to do? Arrive in the jungle, go, are you poachers? Yes, one of them raising an AK-47. He goes, I've always wanted to be a poacher. I don't think you could pull that off, man.
I love eggs that way. Alright, fine.
And they go, that's a different kind of poaching, mate.
You want the group over there.
Yeah.
Okay. As my janitor,
What is the company called? I forgot.
Since I'm a janitor, I get access
Genesis.
everywhere.
I bet you it's called Genesis.
It is called Genesis.
It is Genesis.
Pharmaceutical companies. Sis. I hate it so much. It's GEN and then SY. Why do they do this? What's wrong with corporations? Anyway, over to you.
I obtain access to the lab. Yes, the mopping of the laboratory, and I somehow divert the scientists from going to get the ape to experiment on.
So they're calling for their special ape that they're going to show to the board to get the funding.
Exactly.
And
With
then,
the wet floor sign.
so you get, he just put a wet floor sign outside the cage. He goes, can't go there, that's health and safety.
Yeah.
Choose one of those apes instead. But we need this one. But
Well, you gotta wait.
wait.
I'm sorry, but
we've got an important meeting to
this
get
is
to.
a thankless job that I've got.
James Franco's there. We need... No, not James Franco, the other guy. He goes, we need this ape now for this meeting.
And I'm telling you this right now. If you walk on this, you're going to slip over. And I ain't paying for that.
Where there's blame, there's a claim.
So can he go get another ape though?
No, because she's the one that they're talking about.
So she's the one they need.
Blind eyes.
So he's gonna he's gonna go, well, mop up then, and then take the sign away so I can get this ape.
Yes, and while I'm mopping, it's like,
okay.
I wonder where this water came from. Do you reckon she covering something in there?
Why is this water red?
Psst, hey buddy, I think she there's a baby there. Why is there two in there?
Oh, okay. So you just point out that she's had a baby, and you go, well, we best not pull her from her cage. She's gonna go ape mad and wreck everything. And then a phone call goes to the board. He goes, we can't bring you the ape right now. She's pregnant. She's had a baby ape.
And the guy's like, just shoot the baby. It'll be fine.
Because then the mother's going to be, oh, well, I'll calm down now, can't I? I'm pretty sure she's going to go even more mental.
Yeah, no. He wouldn't tell her to shoot. But...
Although what's off about that scene is the fact that she wants to protect her baby, and the first thing she does is run from the cage and try and break out the whole building and just leave her son behind.
Yeah,
she should have stuck in that cage and like, get out. She would have stayed there, wouldn't she?
You would think. However, I'm no expert on like ape behaviors. I mean, like, you might be different, but
I went to school. No, I'm not an expert. I think of myself as an expert in a lot of things, but I'm definitely not.
Scott, any wagering?
No,
not with your plan. No, I don't have any flaws with your plan currently, but I do have my own plan.
I think that if you could tell them there's a baby, that would change the dynamic, and maybe they go, no, we have to reschedule this meeting. The ape's not really up to it. I don't even know why we're bringing you the ape in the first place, because bringing an ape to a boardroom meeting doesn't seem particularly helpful. Yeah. Like even if it was an ape, like here, like they show the board a video of her completing and showing how smart she is. Yeah. There's no need to bring her up whatsoever. Or were they going to bring her up? Or were they just checking in on her?
They're just checking in on her. She just.
So you've solved the problem.
Exactly.
But Caesar is still born, and he's still smart.
Yeah. However,
James
Franco wouldn't take him home.
True.
And wouldn't teach him sign language.
True.
And so he would be still smart. But he wouldn't be...
He wouldn't have the educational opportunities afforded to him.
Exactly.
Okay, so...
Would he need them? His brain developed so fast, would he need them?
I think he'd need... No, well, like, it's like he's got human intelligence. So
he can't teach himself sign language.
If you don't stimulate...
A human baby doesn't instinctively go...
Yeah, humans need help to develop their cognitive functions, I guess.
So what would happen to Caesar if he was never taken home?
He would have been a sideshow, wouldn't he? He would have been an experiment himself. They would have kept experimenting with him because they would have noticed his intelligence at some point.
Yeah, and his eyes, so actually, being an offspring of the ape that's been successful, that would mean that they would probably want more experiment on him, see if it's genetic.
So he would have actually grown up hating humans, perhaps even more, because he would have been.
He would have been more like Koba.
Yeah, he would have been more like Koba. And thus, he probably would have been. This isn't better. This is worse.
No, it is. It is because actually, once they've proven that it works, they then move on to human testing. No need for the apes. Bang, bang.
No, it does. But guys, just to clarify, in the first film, they're developing a disease, something that will cure Alzheimer's. Mm-hmm. They tested it on apes, and it makes apes smarter, or it made Caesar smarter. Yeah. James Franco then takes a vial home and gives it to his dad, and it cures his dad's Alzheimer's for a little while.
What was it, 7 years?
So, yeah, it must have been 7 years because Caesar's fully grown.
with continuous
continuous donation. So the thing works. So Scott's kind of right that
it's just that the Alzheimer's comes back stronger each time.
So, but I don't think they would have just executed those apes in that lab, like.
Not for 7 years, but Caesar wouldn't have the
apes grow quite quickly. So Caesar would have been showing his intelligence while probably still in that lab, and he would have been a curiosity, at least having the green eyes that passed because of that chemical that they were given.
Okay.
So if he wasn't, but it's kind of right. If they do decide, well, we've done with the apes, go put them down or go shut them in a zoo somewhere, Caesar probably wouldn't be a problem. And
actually, with my janitor clearance, I can go to the...
You smuggle Caesar out.
No, I can go to the
you raise him.
The cabinets.
You raise him? Sorry, I'm going off on a slightly different track. You continue, and I'm going to come back to my idea in a minute. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you can go to the cabinet that had the needles and the injections to kill all the apes and do it myself.
Dark,
Whoa.
but that would solve the problem of the Planet of the Apes. There wouldn't be one.
No.
Except, some years down the line, the cure stops working, which means they refine it, which creates this new disease. So you've still got a pandemic possibly happening. Although all they have to do is be a bit more careful in the lab, and it's fine. And so you're there in the mopping away 7 years later. You should probably be a bit more careful there.
And without Cobra...
You're right, janitor friend.
Thank you, random citizen.
And then the virus doesn't... But as soon as they test that new virus on a human being and it kills them, then that's a problem.
Well, presumably, what did it do to Cobra?
So they tried the second iteration of that thing on Cuba, and that made Cobra just coughed because of the thing, or because he was changing due to the virus mid gas.
Yeah.
And so he had a bad reaction to it.
Yeah.
So actually, in some ways, since they will have to create the second iteration of the drug, they're still going to create Cobra, and he will be the new intelligent one if it's not going to be Caesar. And you know how he feels about humans. And if he figures out, wait a minute, if I give this gas to as many apes as I can, I get my army and there's no Caesar to lead them, and you get Cobra leading them into the future.
But actually, Cobra wouldn't have found...
Because you could just kill Cobra the second he comes into the lab.
Yeah.
Trip him up with your broom.
Do you really think we should be experimenting with drugs that make apes smart on the ape that's got scars and a missing eye
and a clear bloodlust for human
clear
beings?
evil?
This ape, I don't like this one. This one does not. He's
looking at me funny.
He's giving me a very evil eye. This is not a fun fairground chimp at all. Have we solved anything here?
Yeah. No.
No, because it's like you have to stop the second virus from being made, otherwise the virus spreads and kills all humans, well, or nearly all of them. You have to, really.
This is getting dark.
To be honest, you just have to burn
killed
that whole
James
lab.
Franco's
Yeah.
dad.
Whoa.
So he's got no motivation
To create this. Yes, you're right. He wouldn't.
Because they were going to axe the project anyway.
Yeah.
But he tries to.
Although I suppose if they do the project with the working one for several years, because it worked on James Franco's dad for several years, presumably they would keep upgrading it with proper.
Yeah.
Not.
And actually, James Franco did keep a log of that it was changing and that he needed higher doses each time.
So you probably would.
They'd just upgrade the virus each time
In a better lab.
And without James Franco's dad, Caesar now goes mental and escapes, meaning he can stay in his house.
Yeah. Or you could just get your job and then burn the whole lab to the ground, eliminating all the research, and
just standing there as it all burns.
Like the joke.
Like the joke. And then there's no virus ever created, no Caesars not really created, Cobra's not created, and everything continues as normal.
Apart from the Caesar salad.
That's not the ape Caesar. That's the original Caesar, Caesar, I guess. So
what kind of name is Caesar? Why would you call an ape Caesar?
Well, because he was reading, wasn't Caesar the ape reading something about it, or the dad had been reading up on Caesar or something? I think so. It's also in the original Planet of the Apes films. There's a character just like Caesar. He's called Caesar and it fits because he's the king of this new world.
I think that's the kind of thing that they're going with Proximus in the fourth one. It's Proximus Caesar.
He's
taking the name kind of thing.
He's a bit like a future Roman emperor in some sense, but one of the worst ones, obviously, of which there are many to choose from.
Indeed.
I was going to say that there's a way to take advantage of this situation I couldn't think of before, other than buying stocks in this company and making sure that the Alzheimer's cure, if the Alzheimer's cure kicks off, their stock is going to go through the roof and you're going to make tons of money. But I realised there's another way to do it. You could, if you were the one who gets your hands on Caesar, you could, let's use a very, very bad word called brainwashing in order to get him to think. to listen to you, but he's your second command, and he commands the apes, and you're really the background figure, and then you have this whole ape empire that you control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How do you brainwash?
You just teach him the right thing. You just be nice to him the whole time.
I
You
am
make
your
sure.
master.
That's hypnotism, I think you go for there. But you can bring him up right to love you and
Keep him off a leash.
yeah, exactly. Treat him nice, and also tell him we're planning to end the human
Ape is ape.
human
Ape,
races.
not dog.
Exactly. And if you train him right, and then you gas your own bunch of apes, and then you've got an army. I'm just saying.
Out of context, gassing your own bunch of apes.
Sorry, that
sounds
sound
really wrong.
That sounded really bad.
Whoa.
Injecting
No.
Okay, just giving them hyper intelligence.
Okay.
How?
Alright. Scott, what would you
Just
do?
inject them with the thing.
Well, I would, again, start as a janitor. However, I would buy a white van and hazmat suits. And you know when the guy's been infected?
Yeah.
As he's walking to his car.
Oh.
Get him!
Exactly. Or on the way home, in my white van, I pull up, open the door, put a bag over his head, and then take him back. This is what you're doing to humans, and then no virus has ever spread.
So you take him and you keep him away from humans, burn the corpse when he eventually dies,
Just
and
have
there's
him
no
have a
virus.
shotgun.
But your situation, however, leaves.
What are you doing? Nothing.
Okay, that's a way to solve roughly everything. No, it's not actually.
No, it
Scott.
is.
Because the owner of that Genesis whatever company will still continue the trials, and he doesn't know that the virus is dangerous.
It's a good job I've got 2 bags.
So you're going to kidnap him as well, the CEO.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And
I'm the CEO now.
see, look at me. I'm the CEO now. And then but you're still leaving Caesar with a bunch of smart apes in that red forest.
My shotgun has more than 1 bullet.
Then you're going to go hunt down the apes.
I can reload.
We've heard, yes, but you got 6 bullets in that chamber.
Doesn't sound good. White van, just massive shooting spree.
Yes, of like apes, and then you're going to get then there's more than 6 apes, and you've only got 6 shots in that shotgun there, Scott. And it takes more than 1 to bring down Buck, and there's quite a few gorillas in that horde.
You could also shoot Draco Malfoy.
But it's before what? Just
Before he
because,
antagonises.
just because you can.
Well, before he antagonises him into wanting to.
Do you think
break out.
Caesar would have been happy just to stay there regardless?
No, it's fine. It's contained in America. Who likes
America?
You do realise America has a border,
And
with a
who-
land border with Mexico and Canada, right?
Yeah, but it's not connected to Europe or any of the important bits.
I think an ape would. I think
An ape can
No,
swim it.
no, but
no. Get on a boat and put on a captain's hat.
But because the virus doesn't spread across Europe or anything, Europe is fine. England is fine.
So you're just
What's the
happy
harm in that?
So you're happy to leave a society of smart apes running around America?
Yeah, they can have America. We left them to it.
Well, I suppose if he's happy with that, then yeah. Okay, so I think both of you focused on making sure that the human race stays
Dump
pretty
our
much
tea
the
in the
same.
river or the
Now,
sea. That's what they get.
I'm going to throw you into the universe, but as an ape. So let's say you can be an ape in the lab, you can be an ape in that place where Caesar was held, that ape sanctuary, or an ape in the zoo if you want.
What about the
And
poachers?
that's how you're in the... Well, okay, so you want to be an ape roughly when Caesar's mother is being kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Kill poachers.
So, because you're a human intelligence inside the body of an ape, you go, poachers are coming, and you sharpen a stick,
Poachers are coming!
and you come out of nowhere with, and you're
The Forza!
you're being like ninja, and you're throwing sticks and stones at all the
It's like,
poachers.
what?
You become an evil kind of character. Did you know that No, I won't go with that tangent. I was going to say the Ewoks put their... they
You
dip their
can't
arrows
go-
in
you can't
poison.
say I'm not going
Did
off the
that?
tangent.
What?
They in the Star Wars, it's like
Shut
it's
up.
like a thing. That's what they do. They dip. There's like a Wikipedia article about Ewoks. They dip those
Is
arrows.
it not Wikipedia?
Wikipedia, sorry. And they dip their arrows in like a tree, like poison tree frog dart venom. So
Whoa.
the stormtroopers are being hit with poisonous
That's
arrows
dark.
and dying horrendously.
That's darker than just dropping stones on them.
But Scott is saying that he wants to use his human-like intelligence inside the body of an ape to commando these guys. And then the ape picks up a gun, and the poachers are like, "Oh, be careful!" And then suddenly you're just
Because they'd just be like, "Huh, what's the harm gonna be?" Like in the second one with Cobra.
Yes,
and then
just like that.
And then I use my vocal cord, or I use my voice. Watch this.
That would solve.
You hold
Hang on a minute.
You grab Caesar, or you grab
his mum.
You grab his mum, and you've got the gun, and you're like, "Say hello to my little friend."
And the poacher's like, "Okay, we definitely got to get this ape. This ape's worth millions." But okay, what you're doing there though is you're being an ape, but you're preventing the planet of the apes. Surely you'd want to do the opposite.
Why?
Well, you're an ape. You want your people to live in cages and in zoos for the rest of their life, being experimented on by humans.
That's me.
No, but you're not a human. Okay, you can have the human intelligence, fine, because it's you inside in a body of an ape inside the Planet of the Apes universe. But you're fine.
Not much different.
but yeah. Sorry, we apologise to Scott and all the people who like.
They just don't.
That was a beautiful moment. I'm definitely keeping it in the video. But I apologise to you, Scott, all the same.
I don't.
Scott, why are you, as an ape, preventing the Planet of the Apes?
Because an ape's bow down to me.
What? So how are you going to be? Oh, because you're a smart ape. But all your apes are idiots. And Caesar had this exact same problem when he talks with Maurice inside the thing. He goes, "Ape's stupid," and that's when Caesar goes, but they could be cleverer. And then he goes and gets the thing. And
I'm fine being isolated.
so you just want to be in the Planet of the Apes universe as a normal monkey ape with human intelligence, and that's it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ben, if you were thrown into the Planet of the Apes universe as an ape, what would you do?
So I can start from anywhere.
Any ape scenario.
So I'm going to start in the zoo.
So you're in the zoo where Caesar actually gets wheeled past the zoo in a buggy.
As a buggy?
No, sorry, not the zoo. The place where Caesar ends up.
Okay, where Maurice and Rocket and all that are. Yeah.
I'm going to start there. And when Caesar comes in at that point of the movie, I'm gonna be nice to him. I'm gonna be that.
And then you suddenly you grab his hand and you do like a very clever handshake with him.
Someone.
And I kind of let the film take its course.
Okay.
Then, when the second film comes around.
Oh right, so you're basically going.
Actually,
yeah, Caesar, take over. It's fine.
Yeah. It's like, I'll be your number two, mate.
So you're pushing aside Maurice and Rocket a little bit to become the number two.
Yeah. And then when the second film comes around,
10 years later.
Yeah, and actually I could do it
Have
in
you
the
killed
first
Cobra,
film.
by the way?
I could do it in the first film. Actually, I was going to kill Cobra. I was just maybe
Just like
maybe on the bridge, just like.
So he pushes the helicopter off, and as he's looking over watching a human die, you're there to go and just push him off.
Ape, not good ape. After this,
as long as you do the Spartan thing for the 300.
This is Planet of the Apes.
Cobra off the bridge. I shouldn't laugh.
Just to make sure, I'll pick up a spear and drop it after it.
Yeah, okay. So you're essentially Caesar's right-hand man.
Right-hand man.
Right-hand ape.
Second film, the conflict doesn't happen because Cobra doesn't assume power.
Yeah.
And the third film,
well, humans are actually still getting dumber though by the third film.
True. They're getting dumber, and actually in the second film, they would get power to the dam because there's nobody.
Yeah, to stop them.
To kind of stop them, and we can kind of live in harmony. And
that's good. So you're except for all those billions of humans who died.
Yeah.
There's harmony.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a plan.
Mm.
It doesn't solve the problem of billions of humans, but
I'm an ape in this situation.
Yeah, you're true. You are an ape in this situation. So let me put it this way: could you make things even better for the apes if you were an ape?
Tanks.
Tanks.
I kidnapped the guy who had the virus.
Yeah. Oh, so you're Caesar.
In the first
you're
film.
You're in that place where he's put where Draco Malfoy is.
Yeah.
You escape, but now you're the guy who kidnaps that scientist who got dosed.
Yeah.
And is ill. The first.
And
case.
I just carry him round the streets past people.
Cough on this man. Cough. Today an ape was found coughing.
It's like do a Heimlich and it coughs out.
using the guy as like an aerosol
Exactly.
to spread. So you're making sure the virus definitely.
I'm spreading it quicker.
Biological warfare.
But okay, I don't know if that you needed to do that though, because.
Well, how do I make the world
Well,
better for them?
for
Unless
example-
I just lead this mass genocide of
What I'm
all
saying,
humans.
what I think you should do, if I was an ape,
Go on.
I would do kind of similar to you. I'd wait for Caesar, and I'd be his right hand guy. I don't want to be in charge. He's better in charge anyway. But as you're trying to escape San Francisco, go, Caesar. We're in America. There's a gun shop right there. I think we need to tool up, and because
Let's think smart about this. Right?
we're smart now. Okay.
Let's work smarter, not harder.
Yes. Let's go
We will
across.
build a wall, and we will take the guns.
No, I would.
But we will make the humans pay for the wall.
What a reference.
We're getting political. No, but you
In
could,
this situation,
I
I'm
would
an orangutan.
convince Caesar to okay. I understand the spears, but if you've got what? So they go. Oh, okay. I saw where they go. Yeah. I mean that is a plan from another ape. Anyway.
I apologise, future president.
Wait, who are you referring to?
Trump.
He's not going to be the president. Never mind. No, let's not do this in this. I'm not going here. It's like, whatever. It will be Planet of the Apes.
That's
if
what the
he's in
rest is
charge again.
politics for.
Yes. We'll do that in another show.
What the
about
rest is politics.
What?
What, the eighth politics?
I'm not doing that. That sounds terrible.
Alistair Campbell, you're more than welcome on that podcast.
Alistair Campbell?
Yeah.
Why him?
Well, he hosts the rest is politics.
Let's stop
Tangent
there.
control.
Tangent.
Let's bring it back to the where
And Roy Stewart.
we discussed this film. My point is that you get the apes tooled up, so more of them survive
Tanks.
Rather than having bars from the zoo as spears.
Have have AR-16
Bazookas.
and like bazookas and other things like, and then more of them will get across the Golden Gate Bridge. The world gets diseased, and now my ape society with Caesar all have guns.
Why didn't they just all go under the Golden Gate Bridge?
I don't know.
That seems like stupid.
Yeah,
Why would
because they couldn't shoot under the bridge, could they?
No.
Yeah, that
So-
was a bit silly.
so
Oh,
you-
there you go. I go, Caesar, why are you sending them up there? They're going to get... Let's just go on underneath. But then again, the helicopter would have gone down and seen them.
Yeah,
and then
one
shot.
helicopter.
That's why we've got the bazooka.
So the guy from Genesis and that cop, they come under... Kill the...
You just see Buck hanging off with a bazooka going, surprise!
There you go,
Like-
problem solved.
I recognise you. Oh, you.
But-
Dead.
But then there's something you forgot to say about trying to create harmony between the ape society and that leftover human society. You got to kill that guy before it starts.
Oh, yeah.
Because like this is a problem I have with some films where there's a clear guy who's just going to upset everything, and it was this character. I can't remember his name. Yes, it's on the screen right now.
Whoa!
If you had just got rid of him, everything would have been fine.
So when he's waiting in the car...
And obviously I would have killed Cobra as well, because Cobra's the problem.
Yeah. Well, like when the humans are going to the dam and they've left him to wait in the car, I drop back, go to the car, just bang, bang, bang.
Beep, beep, beep. As you're staring at the steering wheel. And everyone else is going, what's that noise? Never mind.
Beep.
Help me! Well, I apologise again for the level of violence, but there we go. That's the only way to get
When
rid
have
of
we
it.
ever apologised for violence on this show?
That's good. We haven't pulled our punches at all. There we go. How else could, like, I find it hard in this film to actually solve.
Take a sniper shot at Woody Harrison as well.
Yeah, but you don't know where he is until the final film.
I saw the scene where he was. I can work it out from there.
If you're by the way, if you're a human in War of the Planet of the Apes, what do you do? Because there's a risk that you're going to start getting dumb. What do you do?
Don't get dumb.
The virus is in the air. It's mutating.
Read books.
I don't think that's not the problem.
Gas
It's your
masks.
literal brain. Oh, there you go. Gas masks.
Walk around with a gas mask. It's a style choice.
Although, actually,
Like
it
David.
spread through contact.
Nobody
because-
cared who I was before I put on the mask.
Throw back to another film series. And I think the virus... Yeah, I don't think you can escape the virus. You're going to get done.
Watch me.
Or just do what the humans do in Kingdom, where they've got this bunker and they go out in hazmat suits.
So that's what you do.
Just start doing
Although
that
she
early.
must be immune because she's not stupid.
It's true.
Exactly.
So you got to find that immunity.
Yeah.
What if you're an ape in War of the Planet of the Apes? What do? You just got to get away.
Bazooka.
You just
No,
got to get away from
at
Woody
that-
Harrelson, and they all go
in the-
dumb. It doesn't matter.
When they're in their original home behind the waterfall,
Yeah.
and like that night, I wait up with like a spear or something, or a gun that I've got from the previous one, and I just wait for the line to drop, and I'm just like, gotcha.
Bang! And you kill
We
Woody
go
Harrelson.
to the vault where, in the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, we get the tanks.
Do you know where that vault is?
I'm sure it's... How much?
I'm sure it's on a map somewhere.
I can work it out from the trajectory.
The coastline.
I've got plenty of time.
So, okay, so you're saying that the Planet of the Apes things happen, you're an ape,
Yeah.
and you go...
You're gonna make a beeline for a vault.
You're going to
somewhere.
go to the coast and just walk down the coast for the next 10, 300, like, years.
I'm an ape, I can go quickly.
Yeah, so you're gonna scour the coastline for that vault, sneak in, and then get the tanks out and drive them up to Caesar. Caesar, look what I found! This is gonna solve everything. Yep. Okay.
And it does.
That's not a bad plan. You'll be scouring the coast for that vault for quite a while.
Yeah, you just in Rise. You say to Caesar, "Look, I'm gonna be gone for a while, but I'll be back, and it's gonna be sick."
I'll definitely be back in the next 10 years.
In the next 2 films, I will be back.
Okay, so that's
And
how
he's
you.
just looking at you like,
I
"What?"
scratch my original plan. I'm an intelligent ape. I let everything play out, searching the coast for vaults.
Now you've entered the Fallout universe.
Yeah.
What if you're a human in
Oh, what a
War of the
great
Planet
film
of the...
series.
No, we've already did that. Right, let's move on to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. You're a human in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes who's not lost your mind. So what do?
Guns.
Guns. This is actually a slight problem.
Guns.
Petrol, is gone. Like 300 years later, petrol evaporates. You can't find. That's why in every post-apocalyptic film, one of the first complaints people make about it, about accuracy, is that why are these cars working? The petrol would have bled off ages ago and evaporated. So all those tanks would have been useless anyway, unless you know how to make diesel fuel.
How hard could it be?
How could it be?
I'm an intelligent ape.
I'm sure this will work.
Massive explosion. Well, he's gone.
Rest in peace, Scott.
Rest in peace, Scott the ape. Peace, Scott. Could you?
So, as a human in Kingdom, I'd just hang around with is it Freya Allen? Is her name?
Is that the actress? Sorry.
Yeah. May.
May.
Just hang around with her.
So you find her as she's approaching that eagle tribe, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Hi, I'm here to join you."
I know you can speak. Don't play dumb with me.
Just go why they call it. Speak to me, woman!
And we just hang out for the film.
So you're doing.
We both get taken to
You-
to the guy who's got the books, and like I'm relatively certain I saw a gun on the table.
Yeah.
I'll just take that, shoot the Proximus, while he's making his "What a Wonderful Day" speech.
You go
Done
to
and
the
done.
What a wonderful!
But won't the apes kill you?
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
I've got more than one bullet.
Can the apes
It's
swim?
a sacrifice for the greater good.
Can the apes swim?
Yes.
Presumably.
Because I was wondering, surely you could just dive off the boat into the sea and swim away, and they wouldn't be able to.
Suckers!
You
Get a
can't-
lifeboat!
Wear your life jacket, punks!
Because they can't swim, I'm sure of it. No, I'm thinking back to these terrible, not terrible, I quite enjoyed it, the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes films where apparently the apes can't swim.
Damn dirty
What?
apes.
Mark Wahlberg's in that
There
one?
was, Mark Wahlberg is in that old film.
Shut up.
It's kind of a terrible film, but I find it mildly entertaining.
Yeah, it's not James Franco though, is it? So it sucks.
Yes, that's true. But
Franco, Franco, Franco.
circus. Anyway, so in Kingdom of the
Pilot.
So, in some ways, you do want everything to play out as it did in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because you killed that entire bad Kingdom of the Apes and Proximus, Caesar. So
You've got more than. There's a whole bunch of guns in the vault, so you just need to sneak into the vault, get your guns out, and then kill all
You
of
could
them.
sniper Proxima from because he stands quite prominently.
True, yeah.
And if you go into the vault, sneak
Higher
in,
up than everyone else, with a crown on his head, so you can always tell which one's
yeah,
him.
exactly.
That's it. You bring in a whole bunch of
But who takes
humans
over
with the
after
vault.
he dies?
Sorry.
Who takes over after he dies?
Caesar.
There's no Caesar.
I don't know. The
And you shoot
gorilla.
him down the line
Yeah.
until you get to a good ape in
Bang.
charge.
Alright. Yes, sir. Bang. Oh, he's not the one either. Okay. Bang. Oh, this one's got promise.
Wait, who are you on the radio to?
CIA.
They're dead. They went ages ago. Wouldn't it be better for you just to walk to that bunker and go to those?
Yeah, and also presumably, like the bunker, the area that they get to, like you don't have to scale it to get to. You can just go around.
Walk up the hill. Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place. And they make the
Maybe they
treacherous
couldn't
climb.
get out of that area to get
Walk
up that
round
hill.
the
but
boat.
you could, if you know where Proximus's base is.
Yeah.
Presumably, you could walk up the hill, go down, get that red thing she just took from the base, and then you take that back to the humans. He never gets in the vault.
Yeah.
Because he can't get into the vault
No.
without being on
And
the
he
inside.
doesn't without them opening it.
Yeah.
They only open it so that they can let the dam in.
And then you go back to your humans.
Or you take all your humans into the vault, load up all your guns, open the vault, and you go,
Yeah,
oh,
but
what's happening?
all the humans are waiting in the station that's contained without
Yeah, because
any
they don't
virus.
want to leave there. Because if they do, they might catch the
I'm
virus.
making this sacrifice play. I'm just like
The
One
sacrifice play.
exactly.
What if you were an 18?
Did we see a minigun there? I opened the
Yes.
door and just waiting.
But what if you ran out of bullets before you kill the apes?
There's another minigun
Okay, hopefully.
There's
and
three many
another
guns.
and another one.
Another one.
And another one.
Another
It didn't look that tooled up, that base.
They didn't look the whole.
Also,
place. I mean,
here's my problem with that. So water cannot go above like
Sea level.
sea level. However, we constantly see it go above them and then falling off.
I know. It's a bit weird in that film. Presumably it could only flood what's below the
Yeah.
water level.
But you see them climbing up and they're
But at
already
some
at the
point,
ground.
yeah, but at some point they climb up and there's clearly no more water.
and actually, the dam wasn't that high.
Yeah, that was a terrible dam. And if I'm being honest about dam construction, because you can see the waves like crash over it.
Yeah.
Like one storm season would have flooded that whole area.
Yeah. But that's my problem with it. Physics got no. So like water doesn't go above where it already is, but you see it sort of go psh, psh, on top of them. I was like,
Yeah.
It's coming at speed. It's like a skateboard.
It's also a whole
It's like,
ocean.
oh, I see.
It's also a whole ocean trying to fill it, so it would go in at quite a lot, quite heft.
I don't buy it.
What if you're an ape in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? A random ape. What can you do?
Guns.
I challenge.
Why is your answer to everything guns in this?
It's America's problem. Why can't it be my problem?
I challenge Proximus to a one-on-one.
Oh, nice.
I defeat him. Become the Caesar.
How do you ensure you defeat him?
Guns.
I'd back myself. As an ape, I'd back myself.
But hang on. You'd have to be like the Noah ape is not as strong as
Noah's a child.
so you would age up yourself first,
Yeah.
practice swordplay, knife fighting, and then you go fight him.
Yeah.
I suppose because the apes don't really fight. They fight by smacking and throwing and a bit of punching.
If I
but
do
they don't
like
do
a 1, 2,
ninja stuff. Yeah, there's no rope-a-dope.
Judo!
There's no martial
Taekwondo!
arts. And why doesn't he use a weapon? Like all the apes had guns. Well, I suppose all the guns disappear eventually.
Well, he doesn't feel like he needs to because he's got all these people next to him. These guys next to him.
So you kill him and take over. Wouldn't that gorilla working for him then kill you?
No, I'd take him out.
Using
Ask me
guns.
what my solution to
What's
that
your
is.
solution to that?
Guns.
So, our takeaway is guns.
It is weird that guns would actually solve a lot of problems in this universe. But
Who
then again,
would have thought it?
but that's true of most of our movie universes. We're trying to think outside the box.
There are no guns in Lord of the Rings, so you can't use guns, so you're wrong.
But how much better would it be if they did?
What if you invented gunpowder?
No, there's gunpowder in Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
They
Rings.
blow up-
Actually, yeah.
they
So
blow
you
up
just need to
Helm's
make a musket.
Do you know how terrible a musket is as a gun?
Lord of the Rings.
That's
Yeah,
why-
As a start.
That's why the founding fathers presumably had no problem with all citizens can be armed when you're armed with this pathetic gun that takes a minute to reload if you're good at it. Like,
So, hold on.
you run into a bank with 2 single-shot pistols that aren't all that accurate, and you go, I'm robbing this place. You are? If you miss just
Go
twice,
on, I'll stand like 2 meters away from you. You see if you can hit me.
and then sportingly, I'll give you a minute, 30 seconds to reload. I bet you can't do it. See, that's why muskets are terrible.
Well, yeah, but I get there. Like, I'll make that first. I don't know why I'm making this in Lord of the Rings. What's tangent control? Come on.
Tangent control. That's my job, actually. Tangent control. There are no guns in Lord of the Rings.
Alright.
It'd be significantly worse if it did.
True. I think so. You can shoot sour.
Whoa, apes.
Back to the apes.
Not hobbits.
I think you've roughly tried to solve the problems. You could either be really extreme and take out Caesar and his mother, which prevent the whole Planet of the Apes anything.
Yep.
But you do have to burn down the Genesis place to prevent the virus from ever being created.
Yeah, like the Joker.
Or, as Scott said, take out that one ill guy. And maybe they'd figure out that the virus was bad for humans anyway and not go into mass production. Yeah. You would hope. If you're an ape, you can definitely make things better for yourself quite easily. You know exactly what humans to target, have guns apparently, and you know exactly what to do to save some apes. And you obviously got to take out Cobra. Like, take out Cobra before you start. It's the best way. There's no way to convince Cobra to be nicer.
No. Guns.
I don't think so. Your solution to everything today, Scott. We, by the way, do not endorse guns at all.
We don't?
Yeah.
Did I miss a meeting?
I think we're anti. I think it's fair to say.
No comment.
No comment. We are.
I refrained from comment at this time.
The Second Amendment is a terrible idea, etc., etc., etc.
What's the Second
Mark
Amendment?
speaks
The
not
Second
about...
Amendment is the one about guns.
What, the right to bear arms?
Yeah.
I thought that was just talking about a t-shirt.
No.
I thought it was...
And back to the gilet. We've gone full circle. But yes, we definitely stand against guns. Right. Boys, there's one more thing to talk about. I have been racking my brain about how could you do this differently? One way I thought
In
was...
space.
Well, you kind of... Where I'm going, Scott.
Monkeys in space.
I think... Do you know we've got all these films with humans in them?
You do the mission to rescue the monkey that was sent up into space.
Yes.
Was there a monkey
Yeah,
in
yeah.
space?
In the space race in the Cold War.
They
Oh,
sent up a monkey.
No, that was Ham, and he got back all right.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think
Never mind.
all the apes they sent to space got back okay.
Not all
It was a
dogs
dog. It was a
was a
dog.
dog.
Oh no, Laika definitely died.
So you do Planet of the
What a hero.
Dogs.
Planet of the Dogs.
Who go to save him.
But wouldn't they like human beings? They'd be like, we're not going to war with you because
Oh, you give him
I'm
pets.
a good boy.
Yes. Who's a good boy? Me!
I'm a good boy.
It was just turned into like sort of Doug from Up. Just with actual being able to speak.
Yes. Or something like what happens at the end. Oh no, that is Up. Sorry, now I'm with you. So yes, you could do a Planet of the Apes with different animals, but I think it's hard to find another animal that can take the place of an ape and be useful. Like octopuses are quite smart, but you can't have Planet of the Octopuses.
Planet of
The dolphins.
the...
Planet of the crows. Crows are quite smart. Planet of the pigs. Pigs are quite smart, apparently.
It just becomes... did you ever play Hogs of War?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It was a PS1 game, but it was like these pigs in army costumes, like going to war. It was like...
Terrible.
Make that into a film. Actually, remaster it on PlayStation 5.
Here is my other idea. Planet of the Apes has sort of established like a growing proper population of apes that will one day presumably build a civilization, maybe along the lines of ours at some point in the future. Because there's all these films that involve humans, and all our normal film universes always have a human in it, I think there should be a separate set of films where they remake every single film, but with apes. So I'm talking about a James Bond series, shot for shot, like Casino Royale, but they're just all apes. And
The Martian.
The Martian, but with, he's like, it's the Matt Damon ape instead. Or Mission Impossible, but with apes.
127 hours.
Like just do the whole thing, but with apes. And I would watch a remake of every single film if it was just an ape instead. And of course you have to take into account the fact that they can swing, they're tougher, they're more durable, they're stronger.
Which makes 127 hours all the more tragic.
Yes, they would. Or less tragic because they've got hands on their feet. So losing one arm isn't a tragedy for an ape because he's got 3 more.
He only loses his hand. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Franco.
Lord of the Rings got circus. Sorry. And you just... I think there should be a huge separate film line of just apes instead of humans, because 1,000 years into the future, apes have finally built their society, and you do You just do
So
that.
you're saying-
Gladiator, but with apes.
In the year 3000, we've had all these films remade.
Yeah, and they're all apes. Lord of the Rings, they're all apes. And
Avengers.
and the thing is, we all know this is just all happening inside the Planet of the Apes movie universe. And I think that's where the Planet of the Apes series should go. It should not go into another, this is the Democratic People's Republic of the Apes, or whatever, or the USSR of the Planet of the
Other
Apes.
democracies are available. Got it in.
But instead, we just acquiesce to the fact we all want to see apes be in every single film franchise. Like The Godfather, but with apes. The Pirates of the Caribbean, but with apes.
You've
And Johnny
disrespected
Depp.
me.
I've got Jordan. I've got Jordan. It's my favourite scene.
In what?
Parts of the Caribbean.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't with you there. Transformers, but with apes.
How?
How? So
Sam Witwicky is an ape. And the Transformers are normal. Sorry, let's keep going with this for just a little bit longer.
I feel like it would just be Beast Wars then. They've already done.
No, but I'm telling the human parts are all apes.
Oh, I see.
That's my point.
Batman.
Batman, but with apes. Joker
Bat
ape. Bat ape. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that would. Yeah, Bat ape. That's true. Doesn't sound so good. But Spider ape. But
No, that would you do. Presumably,
Spider
you do Spider Monkey for that because that's an actual animal.
Are you saying apes aren't natural
you mean
animals?
monkey ape?
No, as in Spider Monkey.
No, but man ape. We were changing the man.
Yeah, I
human
know,
and
but
ape.
then you change the man to monkey.
But why
rather
would you
than-
change it to monkey?
Because the Spider Monkey is an actual thing.
Oh, clever.
Hang on. In this universe,
Yes.
is Planet of the Apes switched? So like all the apes are like
Planet of the
Yes,
Men.
yes, that's exactly right.
So it turns out
there's
Planet of
men
the Humans.
there's humans in this universe, but they're all apes.
Yeah.
So
you're telling me that apes then?
King Kong
Ape-
is a giant naked man in this universe, falling in love with an ape, girl ape.
Ape Franco. Ape Franco.
I would. Hang on. Now we've got to think about any other apes.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is a human with a
Mario,
tie.
Mario
It's an ape.
is
No,
an
Mario
ape,
is an ape.
and with fully clothed, and Donkey Kong
Is
is
a
a
naked-
man with just a tie.
Yes. I'm not saying you. There's certainly a PG rating on these films, but
No, it would be okay because we'd all be apes.
Rampage is a giant man, albino man.
Still versus a crocodile, or
Yeah, because
Or
we're
is
not
it-
changing around then.
Okay.
But The Rock is now an ape, like a big ape gorilla kind of character instead. And then what other ape films are there? There's the Congo film. Have you ever seen? No, you probably haven't seen that film. What other apes are in films that we could do in this universe? That was a great idea, Scott. That would be brilliant for this.
I don't come up with many, but when I do,
That is solid gold.
boy, are they good.
Like in the background of all these films, there is just the planet of the humans. We're human. That'd be weird. Like an ape spaceman, Charlton Heston kind of ape comes down, and there's a bunch of humans acting normally. That would be a bit of a thing. I can't think of another ape. There must be another film
Leave the ape films in the
involving
comments.
apes. Yeah, if you can think of an ape film where this is a bit convoluted, but in a universe where all the humans are actually
Tarzan.
apes.
Tarzan would be so good.
It's a bunch of they bring an ape back. Wait, hang on.
Curious George.
How does the Tarzan work?
no, so it's
Oh
all
no,
the
it's an ape
all the
who's
apes
been
are
living
met
with humans in a
humans.
jungle.
and then these other apes, this female ape comes over from England, and they're like, "Oh, our hands are the same."
And so are our feet. I love so just so we're clear in the comments, if you can think of a bit, so in this, it's a universe where the Planet of the Apes, every human isn't like it's a universe where the apes have our society, but they're all
apes and humans switch
switch places entirely. So if you can think of an ape film where the humans are playing the ape part and the apes are playing the human part, other than the ones we just mentioned, please put it in the comments. And that'd be interesting to laugh at how crazy that would be. There must be another ape film. There's got to be another one involving gorillas or apes where you switch to put the man in that position. You're right. Curious George, I guess, is one. I'm just trying to think of famous apes.
You know, let's leave the thinking
Yeah,
to them.
we'll leave the thinking to the comments. Thank you for... I think we've come to the end, haven't we?
So.
This is one of our longest ones ever, but never mind. There was a lot of good stuff there. Thank you, everyone.
It's pure gold, comedy gold.
Pure gold. I guess at the end of this, I'm going to say the sponsor of this channel and this particular series is me and my books on screen now.
Oh, way to rub it in, Mark.
Yeah. Well,
Goodness me.
Look at me, I'm an author, I've got books.
this isn't new. We did
Money
this in
bags,
every...
Mark.
Boys, is there anything you want to plug for
James
yourself?
Franco, just your invitation. Please come and join us.
Join the
Just
fan
so
club.
that we can get like £1,000
£1,000
from Mark, that would be great.
And I'm willing to split that 50-50 with you, James. Just,
I'm not, but you can.
You think James Franco's
You
going
can
to come
have
on this podcast for 500 quid?
I would.
He's not starring in any films recently. What was the last film he starred in?
I won't have you diss James Franco.
No, but what was the last film he
I
starred
don't
in?
know. Planet of the Apes.
No, it was.
No.
I think it was Alien Covenant was the last one I saw him in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, Franco, join us.
please don't. I don't have 2,000.
How dare you?
Anyway, Scott, thank you.
Thank you.
Ben,
Thank you.
thank you.
What a wonderful day!
What a wonderful episode. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Whatever.
The sound you hear is apes attacking Ben.
Why me?
No, the sound you hear is... Oh, there's no sound in... There's no iconic sound in this.
The sound you hear is Caesar shouting no.
No!
Thank you, everyone. Bye.